What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. So, with this video, man, it's like, with this video, it's like, why is streaming so fucking complicated? And streaming shouldn't be this complicated. But while I'm reacting to old Meezy, I think, or Meezai, how you pronounce that nigga's name? And let's get to it.
Why are you explaining to us rather than talk to Jason? I have talked to Jason! Jason's not the one that's mad! It's you freaks that are mad for him! Jesus
like,
Christ!
Damn, shorty, relax. Bro, smoke son. Smoke son, relax, bro. Relax, bro. Jesus.
Freaks.
God, I'm doing my best over here!
Jesus.
And the store didn't even have Cheerios! I'm just so tired.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Now, mind you, this is about an award show. It's not that deep. It can't be this deep. What?
Nah. What it is, bro, is it built up shit over time. It built up shit over time. That's what it is.
What about an award show could have somebody crying like this? That is QT Cinderella, Ludwig's wife, and she is the internet drama of the week. You see, she's the creator of the Streamer Awards, a show that celebrated streamers across the different platforms that started back in 2022 that have highlighted some of the biggest streamers on the platforms. Whether it be IShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, any of the FaZe guys, everyone in this star-studded event gets acknowledged for their accomplishments throughout the career. It's red carpet, it's high production, it's fan voted. Ooh, that's a problem. But it also is a panel that can also create another problem. And this week has been getting criticized for its lack of transparency, its lack of authenticity, and once again ignoring a subsection of the streaming community that, while is big, is also problematic.
It is always funny. Audiences will complain every year that they weren't nominated and then like not do nominations on stream or not tweet about it or not like ask their audience to vote for them or nothing. They'll give nothing. They give nothing, you know? It's like, you do have to log in with a Twitch account and you have to fill it out, which I know some people's viewers don't have.
She's trying to insinuate that they're view-botting.
I won't say the quiet part out loud.
It's clearly what she's doing.
Somebody said,
yeah, she's trying to insinuate they're view-botters. So, here's the thing. You're lying. You know you're lying. Everybody knows you're lying. I think that you have exercised editorial control, and you have picked the nominees not completely from fan voting, but from your own opinions, and to keep the show brand friendly. I think that the priority for the show is to make sure that the show gets as many viewers as possible and maintains as many sponsors as possible. I think that's what happened. And I am willing to bet $100,000 on it. Invite me next year to watch the voting, and if the people that get voted on actually are the ones that get nominated, I will donate $100,000 to the charity of your choice.
The biggest claim against QT Cinderella in the streaming awards is that there are a certain type of streamer that doesn't exist in the nominations for any of these awards. No different than any other award show, whether it be the Grammys or the VMAs. It's just kind of strange how some big name artists aren't acknowledged in some of the bigger categories. So if you look through the streamer awards, you'll notice that Twitch streamer, maybe YouTube streamer because of iShowSpeed, but there's nobody from platforms like Kick or Rumble. And there are big streamers on those platforms, but this is noticeably targeting people like a Aiden Ross, Jack Doherty, a Neon, a XQC. And instead of putting those people on there who seemingly have large viewerships, you can see that she puts potentially people that she's close with on these categories. I don't know.
This person, let's give it a buck, is not even close to being on the scale of this category.
Bro,
but Cutie had some drama.
Bro, hell no. Bro,
over there. So she.
Yeah, I'll get back to Hellport. Hold on. Hell no. Bro, what you talking about, bro? Nigga, who the fuck is Vanilla Maze? I know DDG. I know Adapt. I know Wendy. I know Raikai. Who the fuck is Vanilla? See, niggas just be nigga, bro. They doing shit.
Probably thought, yo, I'm gonna put it on this category, and maybe the bridge will rebuild, and we'll have a collab down the line. I'm not gonna look like a fuck ass. And boom, there she is. That's just kind of how it goes. But no problem with that. It's her event, right? I mean, she can do whatever she wants with that.
Now here at the Omeezy platform, we try to give everybody a fair shake. So I did a little bit of an investigation, a little bit of sleuthing on my own as to XQC and other people's claims of, you know, QT Cinderella putting in people who don't seemingly belong into these different categories. And it's a little bit telling. This right here is DDG's Twitch tracker platform overview. I did it from like a 3-month perspective. And as you can see, average viewership is at 15,000, peak viewers at 57,000, and then 6 million hours watched. This is Rakai from that same perspective, 21,000 30,000 average viewers, 62,000 peak viewers, 1.9 million hours watched. This is Vanilla Mace. 6,000 average viewers, 16,000 peak viewers, and 1.1 million hours watched. I'm not making a claim here, but there may be some validity as to what people are saying. I'm chronically online, and the only thing that I remember Vanilla Mace for this year is her being next to QT Cinderella in the drama where they were saying that, you know, she hangs out with some problematic streamers.
Cutie Cinderella obviously hosts this shit. Katie's her best friend.
Bro, hey, look, I'm gonna tell everybody right now, okay? Let me move this so y'all can see what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. If you're trying to get into YouTube, or you like talking and shit, but you don't want to show your face or your voice, be a VTuber. You see the little chick right here? That's a VTuber. You get an animated character, they be in your place for your video pretty much. You get AI voice and you talk. I think it's dumb, but you know, teach their own.
How are you going to nominate Katie for Rising Star and then also at the start here? Right here. How is Katie up here? Katie is going head to head with Ninja, but for some reason is a Rising Star.
Ooh.
Hello, VTuber. I just started my live, and I was informed that apparently you were saying some nasty things about me on Twitter. I don't have Twitter because I go outside, but I do just want to say this to you.
So how you don't have Twitter, but you're on par with that Cutie Pie? Nah, no it wasn't. Oh, Ninja. Yeah. I was like, how you on par with Ninja, but you don't have a Twitter? But somehow your community and your following fan base is on par with Ninja.
Twitter. I don't have Twitter because I go outside, but I do just want to say this to you. I'm sending you so much love. I'm wishing you all the best in your streaming
She's a hater.
career. Keep being a great, amazing VTuber, and I'm wishing you so much success.
She's a hater.
See you in the future. Maybe a collab on the way.
She's fake.
Now, I will say in that conversation, we've had people who have made massive jumps and leaps. That was Katie B, a friend of QT Cinderella, who last year in December of 2024 went from just 18 live viewers to this past November, this current November, having 4,000 people in their live. So it's possible for them to fit into two categories, but would it be so out of this realm for QT Cinderella to be putting her friends or people that she watches a lot into these categories?
Ninja, yes,
not at all. And I will say that there is a sub
put it in with Ninja, that shit's wild. Yeah, it's wild.
Section of people that are saying that this is just a part of some grander overall script that happens every single year when it comes to the streaming awards in order to build up some sort of drama surrounding the event. Kind of like this year when Deshae Frost screamed at Cutie Cinderella and what was obviously an attempt to troll her that got taken way out of context and went way too far.
Oh, you guys didn't have clips for that. My bad. I thought we had clips. Silly me. It's funny that I said I thought we had clips when I quite literally, I think I put on the notes, no need for clips for this one, because I didn't want them to have to like hunt down clips of streamers doing stuff with the brands, and then if the streamers did the stuff with the brands.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up!
Now that incident will cause QT Cinderella to crash.
Hey, real shit. I'm not even mad at bro. Because, okay, you told them don't send in clips. Okay. Because it's hard to find the clips. Okay. Continue. Okay. Yeah, to get into detail. Okay. Bro, bitch, shut up. Like, bro, shut up. We
Crash out on Deshae, and ultimately, which.
But you crashed out. That's what she said.
Now that incident will cause.
How incredibly kind. Congrats on his nomination. I try to shut up during this show while all the streamers eat the dinner I paid for. Be celebrated at the show. I spent months. You know, hey, bro, she sounds funny. Hey, she sounds sick. Hey, bro, come on now, bro. Come on, people talk. He wasn't really meaning it in a bad way, bro. Like he wasn't meaning it that way. And you still want to see, even though I'll be talking all night. Hey, she's standing on 10 toes. She tagged the nigga. She on 10 toes. I'm with it. Junior, how are you the same person who reacted to getting nominated by Made Me Cry and reinforced why I suffer through the bullshit? Ow. Well, I don't know the last part, but
QT Cinderella to crash out on Deshae, and ultimately, which this is what the conspiracy theorists are saying, have a lot of people on the internet start to side with QT Cinderella in an argument. And I keep referencing this script because the same thing happens with these streamer awards every single year, which has to have us have a bigger and broader conversation about these edgy streamers. The next portion of the script is the streamers that are edgy that get left out come to bat and say, hey, screw those guys, we want to do our own thing.
I'm gonna team up with Amaranth's husband and Asmongold to put on the Kick Award show. It's not gonna just be Kick Awards. We're gonna do streamer awards, and we're gonna do the real awards. We're gonna also give out clips to retards. Nick Fuentes deserves a fucking award, am I right? So we're gonna give out awards to people on the internet who actually deserve awards. And non-biasness, none of that gay ass bullshit. Oh,
that nigga dark. Oh, I didn't even see. Do you see bro right here, the Falcon hat? I thought that hat was just fucking floating. I was like, bro, nigga, do Aiden have like a Falcon bobblehead or some shit? Nah, that's a whole nigga. That's a whole nigga. Woo.
LA friends. We're gonna give out some fucking awards to people that deserve some fucking awards.
And again, if she would just come out and say, we didn't give some people nominations because they wouldn't, the sponsors wouldn't like it, I would be like, okay, all right, reasonable. That's fine. You want to make money? It's okay. But you want to go and say it's fan voted and then insult and insinuate that the people that didn't get nominated are viewbotters. Because Cutie did insinuate that one of the people, all the people that didn't get nominated, and Hassan is part of that category, is categorically a viewbotter. She did. Everybody knows she did that. And so you didn't need to do that. You didn't have to do that. But you did that.
He's a funny character, but what he said is kind of true. Now, naturally, I don't agree with Aiden Ross's language and the way that he portrayed the situation, but there is a good point in this entire conversation. There are a plethora of streamers who aren't represented in this streamer category, streamer of the year conversation, etc., etc. 9 times out of 10, they fit a mold. 9 times out of 10, they are a part of a side of the internet. 9 times out of 10, they fit in a certain box. One that does seemingly become attributed with brand friendliness. But ultimately, what I can say, though, is that, newsflash, big streamers exist all across the platform. Not necessarily ones that are just edgy like the Aiden Rosses or maybe the Asmongolds or hell, even the Myron and Walters from Fresh and Fits. I'm also talking about the political streamers like Hassan or Dean. I'm also talking about the Spanish-speaking streamers. Like, Spanish-speaking streamers are a big portion of the streaming world. If you go to any of these sites that track the statistics, you'll notice that some of the biggest streamers in the world aren't represented in this streamer award event. And it has me thinking, well, why wouldn't they? Especially if this is fan voted. You're trying to tell me that these people's fans don't want to see them be awarded? I don't know if that's necessarily the case. What I do think is the case, though, is that this lines up with QT Cinderella's Robin, or maybe her Batman because she's bigger, but technically her Robin because she's the main portion of it. But the person standing next to QT Cinderella, Pokimane has some comments about the current state of the
oh my god. Pokimane, bro. You know what? With her, I started watching her early, like I started watching her like recently and shit. No, let's talk about Valkyrie. I think about Valkyrie. I'm talking about Pokey. Yeah, she's the one that get bullied for being 30. If it's the one that get bullied for being 30, if it's her and single, and she just bought herself her own wedding ring to say I'm marrying myself, craziest shit ever. But yeah, I watched her early. I'm like, damn. Like, why are people picking on her, bro? Like, she ain't doing shit. She's just a normal-ass streamer. She be talking too much and shit. Why y'all making fun of her and shit? Nigga, I found her old clips. A bunch of her old shit. I see why.
streaming culture. She said she misses when streaming was just about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming, etc., etc. And maybe that's why these types of streamers from all over the walks of the internet aren't featured on the streamer
She said that and posted and started doing some bullshit.
awards. Now, there is a level of hypocrisy in Pokimane's tweets. I mean, it's not like she has a squeaky clean resume and reputation around the streaming culture. We covered her selling cookies that were somebody else's recipe and then her label with an overpriced price tag on it last year. And there's also video of her coming out saying the thing that it seems like all these white streamers have said at one point in time in their life, the N-word.
God, you ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck and lame as hell. Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
But even Asmongold,
you saw how cringy that was? Like, you know she was thinking hard. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Talks about how she only got popular based off of the drama baiting and the clip farming.
I miss when streaming was about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming. Pokimane only got really popular when it was about drama baiting and clip farming. What do you mean? What do you mean? Talking about that shit for, like, what do you mean? Yeah, it was only about gaming. Like, see, you go and say, you say something like this. You're just trying to defend the situation right here. Pokimane got popular by being in full cam and having a larger than average camera on Twitch playing League of Legends. That's what you did. You did this.
What she did was she went to League of Legends when League of Legends was coming up. It was nowhere near. I mean, nowhere near as big it is now. Nowhere as big as it is right now. But she went. But the League of Legends still was being streamed. I think she was around when Tyler 1 was coming up and shit. And yeah, and wide camera, low top. You're playing League of Legends with a bunch of basement niggas who nerdy as fuck. I'm one of them. I'm nerdy. I'm not a basement nigga, but I'm nerdy. A lot of niggas who was on your stream didn't like you because your playing style. They liked you because you pretty. She is pretty. You're pretty. You had your cleavage out. You was all in the camera, and them niggas was just horn dogging over you like niggas gooning now. That's all it was. You ain't really come up. You got your bag though. Shit, you got your bag. You for sure got your bag. But you got it how you got it. Not how you got it. Type shit.
For years, you did this. Now, so if you're talking about streaming being just about gaming, you were the one that tried to edge streaming towards not being gaming more than anybody else. And by the way, I dated another girl that did the same thing. I'm not even complaining about this. I thought it was great. But you can't go and complain about the way the website is whenever you're one of the people that made it this way, right?
Ugh, those are some good talking points there. But I don't want us to get lost in the sauce of the conversation. This whole creator award show thing, to me and my personal opinion, has been totally overblown. There's no way for QT Cinderella to represent the entirety of the community, specifically the streaming community. So yeah, she's gonna have some of her friends in there. Some of the people that like to play ball, no different than the other award shows that go on. And I will say, this is still going through some growing pains. She's putting all of this on by herself with the help of some sponsors and stuff like that, of course, But at the end of the day, this is still in its infancy stages. And if you want to start your award show, go ahead and start your award show. But this is how the creator sphere works. We criticize the drama, but then we fuel the drama with this nonsense. We talk about how networking is impactful, how being in the clique is impactful, how having a public brand, all that stuff matters. But then at the same time, we do something to tarnish that reputation about ourselves. Ultimately, this is the path that you choose when you go down this whole sort of problematic streamer category, is that you're not going to be in the in crowd. Why? People don't want to sit next to you as you say slurs. Asterisk.
My husband used to.
Well, hey, like I said, streaming hard, man. W video.